It's full, and I'm proud of myself. Like, I'm proud of myself. In posting why the ex broke up with me and going through that whole feeling, in me saying that on social media, I'm now just going to be me. And I stopped doing the advice thing, which you were here 2 days ago. So if you weren't here before, I've been trying to give advice my whole life. So I've been at war with myself. Then I'd go to war with myself. Then I go to war with myself. I learn what I need to learn. And then I'm like, right. And then I'm like, here's the answer. You should do this too. And they're not at that place. And I give advice and I create triggering content to cause a bit of pain so the person learns, but no one likes pain. And I feel like I'm at war with the world and I just want to be me. So in all of this sort of shaping up, I feel my heart is so full today. I walked into the gym today and everything changed. The amount of people that came up to me, the amount of people that smiled at me, the amount of people that came up to talk to me. Literally, one person was talking to me while another person came up to me and was standing on the side waiting for me to finish this conversation so I could have this conversation. Then as I walk out, somebody goes, man, he's like, I just love your energy. I love your vibe. He's like, you look incredible. And I was like, thank you. That means a lot. My father died recently. He's like, you just look like a person. He's like, you look like a person that makes every day a great day. And I was like, thank you, man. That means a lot. I don't know what happened. I walked out and my heart was so full. And on social media, the short form content that I did put out, which was just me, suddenly everyone's flocking and everyone's like sending me messages and says, oh my God, I relate to you so much. Or suddenly there's this whole thing and I'm just being me. What maybe you don't know, and I mean, you've been on this journey, is like, I hate myself. Let me be clear. I hated myself my whole life. I hated myself. So I would be not me. So in me learning to not hate myself, it's obviously changing my entire vibration. And people are gravitating towards it, because if I hate myself, people are like, well, maybe we should hate you. But if I love myself, then maybe they're like, I should love you. Maybe? Like, I'm spitballing here, but that kind of feels like kind of what's going on. I don't want to put any labels on it or conclusions on it, because this is what's happening live to me right now. But my heart feels so full. I finally, at least with social media, on short form content at the very least, don't feel at war anymore, and I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to be me. And I'll just share myself in every thought and everything that comes up. I'll share my thought. I'll share my thing. I will share what I would have shared with my best friend. It's weird. But another thing did happen as well, and this works into the self-hatred thing, right? Yesterday I get a call from my gym. Why is my gym calling? Why is my gym calling? Why is my gym calling? Hello? I call back the gym. They're like, hey, we've got an uncomfortable conversation. I'm like, what happened? What? It's like, we've gotten a complaint, body odor. He's like, we know you're at the gym and blah, blah, blah. It's an uncomfortable conversation. He's like, happy to have it in person. I was like, that's fine. That's okay. Put down the phone. Immediately, my first, like, my childhood response, my childhood this is like, you've been called out. You're different. You're shit. People are complaining about you. Then I calmed down. It was like quick. It happened in like 30 seconds. I was like, calm myself down within 30 seconds. And I was like, Andrew, You have not been wearing antiperspirant for the last couple of weeks. Fact. You haven't been wearing antiperspirant, and you've started cutting again, like dropping calories, and when you burn a lot of fat, it has like a smell to it. It does, like if you're in a high calorie deficit and you're burning through fat, it has a smell to it. Third off, in the gym, you stand the fuck out. Like you've got an energy about you, bearded, sunglasses, rocking, dancing, like you can't put me in a box. And I go to a gym where there's a lot of people with a lot of egos, there's not everywhere, but there's a few princesses that are like, I'm better than everybody. And there's a few men, not a lot, that are like, I'm the best man ever. But because it's a wealthy gym, there's not a lot of that. But the little princesses, the little potentially. And because I don't give women attention, because I'm in this own zone, and because I might be a little bit of a threat for masculinity for that ego man, because they can't put me in a box. They're like, you look like a roo. Then they try to roo me, and I'm like, hey, I'm just Andrew. And they're like, what the fuck are you, man? Like, what are you? You smell, maybe, right? Anyway, so that happened. It wasn't fantastic, but that's great, I'm in this weird space with my ex as well. Weird space. My ex is not talking to me, obviously. I'm in this weird space. From the festival, she really hasn't returned back online. But what I realized is, ever since she's come back from the festival, is when my YouTube videos, because they're pre-filmed, started, they went from we broke up. So we broke up. The first video went live, I think, when she literally would have come back from the festival. My hope in my dear godly heart, in my dear heart, my hope is that she's actually watching it and cares about me and is watching me go through the feelings of everything that has been caused for me. And then it's making me like, fuck, I've been really angry at her in some videos. I hope that she's not going to watch one video and then be like, wow, he is the shittest human ever. You're dead to me. And then never watches the next video where I'm like, oh my God, no, actually, I was retarded that day. I still love her. I hope that is what the case is. But all of this is still hope. It's still hope. And most likely, she's in a completely different world. Most likely, she's with her new man, which is now a month old. Most likely, she's still on narcotics or overeating or something and just going through it, And it's tough. It's tough. It's tough for me. I realized I went on live yesterday, on a live, and spoke to the community that I have, which is really nice people that are really supportive. And it's interesting, they all said the same thing, and I really heard the truth that, we are on our own journeys at the moment. If right now she called and she's like, yo, let's get back together. Well, that's not happening for both of us. 100% not happening. What could maybe happen is yo, I'm 100% sober now. Can we have a 30-minute phone call once every 2 weeks? That could potentially happen. But that's probably where my boundary would be. Because I'm too worried about where her state is, right, and how that operates and changes me. So that's the best thing that I could hope for right now. Right now, if she's like, look, I'm working on my shit, I do love you, etc. Can we have some form of communication occasionally and then build from there? Yeah. Would we get back together right now? No. Does she need to experience her own journey? Yeah, she does. And they all said, like, it feels like a lot of my protection or a lot of my being able to have all the answers for a lot of stuff, my support, whenever she would have a problem, I'd have the solution for her. I'd be like, hey, just do this, this will work. In doing that and doing that for so long, she became a person where she felt that, well, everything's already sorted for me, and she wasn't building a core identity. So if she struggles with self-confidence, she needs to fail on her own, learn on her own, build on her own, to build an internal core outside of any male or female. Excuse me. So if that is the case, we need to be, like, if she needs to build that internal, like, okay, I'm realizing that in my support of her, that was failing her over time. And in turn, it's worse when somebody's age gap is larger, okay? Because she hasn't built that self-confidence. But really, aren't we all building self-confidence anyway along the journey of life? So really, who I am as a person now in relationships, and that's intimate, not intimate, is I am a person that needs to be, I just want to love you. I have some of the answers, and I can probably figure out a lot of the answers, and I really love helping at any point in time because I love you. But unless you really need the help, I'm just going to love you, and you'll figure it out, and I'll be like, you know what, you can do it, babe. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it, babe. Because I love them, so I do believe that they can do it. I do believe that they can do it. It's not a lie. And I'm like, you can do it. And look, if you're really, really struggling, ask me and I can help, but you got this. So all I'm doing is I'm just propping them up and saying, hey, you got this. It's going to be okay. And I don't do the solution thing or try and help them and try and get rid of all their problems for them. Which is so weird. I came from, not weird, I understand it logically. I came from such a heartful place. I was like, hey, you are amazing. I love you. Let me sort every problem that you ever have out so you don't have to worry about anything. Holy shit, I just realized that's exactly what my dad did. I learned that from my father. My father would do that for our mother. And my mother now, without the father, is going through the process of now rebuilding herself for the first time because everything was covered for her. But it created this, like, not a dependable relationship, but it allowed the man to be man and her just to be a little daffodil and butterfly. So she got to live like in a world of like sunshine and rainbows. And my ex said she wanted to live in a life of sunshine and rainbows, but there was a bit of self-confidence that hasn't been still earned that you need, right, if you're feeling unconfident. But also, I loved her because she's a really powerful girl. Loved her, love her, because she's actually a really powerful girl. Very independent, very powerful. Like, I love that. And she may say she wants to be this, but she's just a real powerhouse. A real powerhouse. So who am I to rob her of that beauty that makes me love her anyway? It's like I'm realizing this as I'm speaking it. I'm creating my own nightmare. So I'm like, wow, you're so independent, you're so amazing, you're so, I love your brain. Then I'm like, I want to support you and help you with everything. And then as I support it and help with everything, it's been 2 years now where they haven't had to figure out a single thing and I've just taken care of everything. And then they have become less independent. And then I go, why are you less independent? Like, why are you less independent? Like, I love you. Where's that bit of you? Like, I love the whole person. I know that that's there. I'm like, just be that again. But I am creating that. Whoa, this is mind blowing. Like, I'm literally figuring this out live with you. So I guess that's what I do. So I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer doing that. Instead, I'm just going to love you. I'm just going to be like, yo, I love you. That's it. Because I do. Me trying to help has just been like, how can I show you how I love you more? That's all. That's all I'm doing. So okay, so I'm just not gonna, I'm going to raise it even higher, because in doing it for them, I love her so much and believe in her so much that I am willing to sit while she works through something out. And even though it might be painful for her and she might need to experience some pain, I love you so much that I'm willing to sit with the discomfort of watching you fail, but you earn yourself as a human yourself. That is profound. That is literally the distinction that clicks over in my mind. So it clicks over. So I need to be, I love you so much that I will sit with the pain of you experiencing minor growing pains without the knee-jerk reaction to try and blanket it and make you feel safe there. I will be secretly, underneath all of that, a safety net, so you'll never fall fully, but I'll allow you to have minor falls as you're learning, because that is even more love than before. And I'm not shit at it. Like, I definitely had elements of that, just not everywhere. But I think now what's coming out is that this is the way I want to live full time. And it all comes back again to love. If you've been here for a while, I had like a love era. There was a week where I was like, love is the only answer. Love is there. And then Dad started getting worse and shit just fucking, you know? And then I lost love somewhere. Don't know where, but then I got threatened by my ex and I lost love. But I guess this is love. So that's what's been going on. Every day in this growth stage or life stage, if you really look at it, there's so much growth and differences that happen every day. If you're really committed to every day really designing who you are as a human. And I think for me, it's like having this big vision of standing on a stadium and being able to move an entire audience with the voice and connect with emotions and feelings and being like in a puddle of love, being that as the catalyst of where we're going. It's making me I must confront everything. Everything. I can't leave a single stone unturned. What I want is to be a leader of sorts, but a leader in entertainment and connection of feeling. To be able to do that, I need to confront everything that doesn't work with me. Everything. The only access that I have, the only reason I have access to keep on growing is because I've got this huge vision and I know that's where I'm going. So therefore, everything gets done. That's why the rig gets done. That's why we confront the food. That's why we confront, are we being sober or not sober? That's why we confront friendships, not friendships, because all of it has a larger commitment. If there's no commitment, and if that commitment doesn't come from heart, passion, and purpose, then that's when we go whatever. That's when we go whatever, you know? But that little thing inside of us all, it's like that thing that we hide away, and they're like, well, if I could wave a magic wand and could do anything, I actually just want to do pottery, for example. Like I want to create like ceramic art. Oh, wow. That. What would you do to have that as a full lifestyle, you know? Anyway, I love you. I hope you're having a great day. Today's was interesting. Thank you for being here. I hate doing this, but could you subscribe if you haven't? Because if you've watched this far, please be subscribed, please. Like if you've watched this far, something in your brain says, I don't mind this guy. So I appreciate that. If you subscribe, if you comment, if you like it, what happens is, so for YouTube, the algorithm gets better and it serves it to similar people to you. So we build like a tribe of actual similar-minded people. And I know I speak very differently to a lot of other people. And if you're anything like me, like it feels like we're not the norm. And because we're not the norm, anything that we can help to get traction and to attract sort of our people makes a huge difference. And it makes me a huge difference as well. Every new subscriber to the real me, which is now everywhere, it makes me feel a little less lonely in the world. It makes me feel belief in humanity. It makes me believe they are out there, and just, it makes me feel so fucking much. So I really, really appreciate it. I love you. Have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow.